Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salute to the brothers pushing the truth throughout the four corners. We're gonna be doing this video on an article that I got that I caught wind of. A brother in one of the camps brought this information out. I thought it was real interesting, man. It's actually from thetrumpet.com. I know the elders they speak about this. This I believe it's a magazine. They speak about it a lot. It brings out a lot of prophetic events and stuff like that dealing with Bible prophecy. Now, when you read the headline, it says "Week in Review: Russia's New Mega Nuke." So it's not just a regular nuke, which they have plenty of already, but they just made a new mega nuke. Basically something that's going to surpass what they already had. So they gearing up, man. They it seems like every year or every so often they're constantly creating something that's just monstrous and just trying to wipe. Basically that's the spirit of the Lord getting on these different nations like the Russians to create these weapons, basically for to put the Most High's prophecy into motion, man, just to finish America off. Okay, now I believe they have the Trumpet. I believe they have a podcast here on SoundCloud. I think they're going into it. I think it's like it says here 54 minutes long. I might watch it, listen to it later on, but they actually have some bullet points here. It says Russia's newest nuclear weapon. And I got a couple of scriptures I want to bring out also. But it says a Russian government-owned television network recently claimed that the that the Kremlin's new Satan II nuclear missile can wipe out an area the size of Texas. So they named this missile the Satan II, which I actually think the one before that was called the SS Satan, if I'm not mistaken. You can just look that up on Wikipedia or just Google like the SS Satan. So I think this one is Satan 2. This is even more crazy. And it says one missile can wipe out an area the size of Texas. You see that? Crazy, man. Let me get a matter of fact, let me keep going. Satan 2 has a payload of 12 independent warheads that can simultaneously destroy a dozen cities. Let me get a quick scripture real quick. Isaiah 54:16, because like I said earlier, it's the Most High who the one the word English calls God. He's the one that's putting the spirit on these devils to create these damn weapons, man, so they can destroy each other. Because the Most High, even though we say Russia this, Russia that, but the Most High going to destroy Russia too. Okay, because after America's destroyed, them Russians is not going to come up into power. Okay, they eat them like devils, just like the devils over here in America. All right, but the point is, the Most High is using them as a as a vessel, okay, or as a whooping stick, so to speak, to just completely wipe out America, man, using this what they say here, the damn Satan II, which Lord willing, which I pray we get out here as fast as possible. But I hope they make it to the Satan 5 and just finish America off, man. Just one missile, the Satan 666 or some shit like that, and just wipe this whole fucking place out, man. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument of his work. An instrument of his work, one of those instruments is right here. This is Satan 2. You go back to the some of the old missiles, some of the previous ones. I think, like I said, they got the SS Satan. Now they got the Satan 2, which is clearly, it's like a wipe out something inside. The Texas is big as shit already. So just imagine if they if they make it to the Satan 3 or whatever, man. Then that's not. And this is just Russia. This is just Russia. This is not even counting China, North Korea, and all that. You know what I mean? All these other nations and countries that can't stand America, man. It's only one missile. This is one missile, probably compared to the hundreds and thousands that them other countries got, man. All right, back in Isaiah, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bring forth the instrument of his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So really, you know, like I said, it's the Most High that's putting a spirit on these these Edomite mad scientists to create these great destroying instruments, man, like these missiles. All right, like you got here, the Satan 2. Now I'm gonna read this last bullet point. It's not really even an article. It's more of like a it's like a preview of what they got going on in this this podcast here. But it says David Axe wrote for the Daily Beast. Yeah, that's off the Daily Beast. The Satan 2 SS-30 by itself is just slightly more destructive than older Russian missiles. See, so each time they come out with the SS missile or the Satan missile family, they're making it more and more destructive. So like I said, man, I pray they make it to the SS Satan 10, man. Just finish America off. Stop fucking around. It's what's the new weapon. It's what the new weapon represents that's frightening. The post-Cold War nuclear holiday is over, and the apocalyptic weaponry such as Russia's new SS-30 are back at work, making the world a very, very scary place. And that's what's basically what the scriptures prophesy. You know what I mean? It's going to be all out war out here. Literally, it's going to be all out war. Missiles shooting over here, missiles shooting on America, America shooting back. It's going to be a damn crossfire. If you ain't right with the Lord, your ass going to get hit with the goddamn Satan too, man. All right. Jeremiah 15 and 14. Really, I could start up higher, but I'm just get to the point. Jeremiah 15 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, which, you know, Babylon is America, right? America is the modern day Babylon. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. All right. Now we know, okay, the arrows, those represent those are missiles, okay? Those are missiles, because we know in that basically when they see these prophecies, when the ancient prophets got these visions of the coming events, they describe them as arrows. As you can see in this picture here, they look like arrows, but it's talking about missiles. Okay, so I read it again. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about," meaning these different countries like Russia, they're getting themselves ready for war. And that's the reason why they're creating these newer missiles. All right, every so often they're creating bigger, more destructive missiles. Not so they can sit and collect dust, or not so they can sit and put them in the museum and put them on display for people to take pictures of and see. They're gonna want them using them. Okay, it's like we read back in Isaiah the 54th chapter. The Most High is putting a spur in them to make these weapons, all right, so that they can destroy each other. Okay, it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows. And that's what's going to happen. All right, most likely put the spirit on these Russians and these other nations to launch everything they got, man. Launch their whole arsenal. It ain't gonna be nothing left. Not one missile gonna be spared. They're gonna launch every last bit of their artillery in their arsenal, including this Satan 2. All right, this shit gonna get launched, man. That's why the Most High had him create this. All right. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. And we could roll out a list of sins that the so-called white man pushes out here, and using America as his little personal cesspool, so to speak. Drugs, faggots, lesbianism, dumbass niggas, coons, witchcraft, all types of demonic shit going on in America. That's why it's gonna be destroyed, man. This is the last scripture I'm gonna get. Ezekiel 38. Since the articles, the theme of the video is Russia. I'll show you this is in prophecy. All right, Ezekiel 38:1. For the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog. Now, when you look on a map, Gog and Magog, that current land today is Russia. When you look on the map, you see the comparison between the ancient world and now. Gog in the land of Magog, that's modern day Russia. It says, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. All right. Verse 3, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Like I said earlier, you know what I mean? It says, I am against thee, O Gog. So, yeah, the Most High going to destroy America, and he going to use mainly the Russians to destroy America. But the Most High is against the Russians too. He's against all you other nations, man. Chinese, Japanese, you Hamite nations, you other Edomite nations. He don't like you motherfuckers neither. All you motherfuckers gonna be destroyed. All right. Verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. Meaning he going to turn Russia back to that old Soviet Union, the old Soviet Union. Excuse me. You know what I mean? That old USSR. All right. They going back to that. They going back to that real war type of frame of mind, man. It says, in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So they're getting ready for war. They're gearing up, man. And that's prophecy right here. Just by them creating this Satan 2, the goddamn Satan 2, all right? That's them gearing up for war. They getting ready to launch it on America. Okay? It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and North Quarters and all his bands with many people with thee. So it's not gonna be just Russia, it's gonna be many other nations, like I mentioned, some like the Persians and some of these Hamite nations. They gonna come with Russia among other nations too. To what? To shoot missiles on America. Okay, that's gonna happen. That's gonna wind up happening. Okay, and this Satan 2 is gonna play a big part in wiping America out. And like I said, man, these Russians, if it's the Most High will, if we still in this motherfucker, they're gonna continue to make it better, so to speak, or worse. Satan 2. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, the Satan 3 gonna come out. It's gonna be coming out like a new pair of Jordans, man. The Satan 2, the Satan 1, the Satan 4. It's gonna get worse. But better as far as because we want them to make the shit bigger and more more horrific, man. And like it says here in this last point, right? It says Russia's new SS-30 are back at working, making the world a very, very scary place, man. That's what's going to happen these last days, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I mean? Basically, the time for the white man to finally go down is going to become a very scary place, man. You know what I mean? In 2/3 of Israel, you're going to be destroyed. The white man and the other nations, you're going to be destroyed, man. The ones of you that survive, your ass going head first into slavery. All right, it's that simple, man. So, this is a pretty interesting article I just thought I'd bring out on just some recent prophecy concerning Russia and their new weapon, SS 30, aka Satan 2. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.